Northeast of the Forest Haven is Bird's Peak Rock, where we found our first Triforce chart by using a seagull to activate all the switches in the nests of the Helm Rocks. I think they're called Helm Rocks, the big birds. So the only thing we're here for now is the treasure chart treasure. So we'll just pick it up and run here. Because we already have the treasure chart, Triforce chart, on this island. And if you want to see how to get it, I'll put a link. There's the link. You can click it if you like. But for the treasure chart, we get 200 rupees. Moving on. 1 square north of the Forest Haven is an island that we visited on our first trip to the Forest Haven from Dragon Roost Island. And that is Bomb Island. Boy, has it been a while since we've been here. But there are a couple of things we can do on Bomb Island now that we're just about complete with the game here. First thing of which is something I alluded to the first time I was here, is that, hey, look, it's a trading merchant, and I don't know if I showed this off before. Remember I said this game seemed to be missing Gorons since we already saw a Kokiri and a Rudo in here? Well, guess what? Goron time! And although I don't really feel like doing the trading quest right now, he will give us a couple of things if we show him this exotic flower. I guess we have to talk to him first. Keep it, you idiot. So I guess we have to let him know that we're trading. And then we'll give him the exotic flower. And he should give us, in return, a Sickle Moon flag. And of course he's going to charge us money for it because it's only fair. And now we have a Sickle Moon flag. If you find a place to put it, just like we did with all the town flowers on Windfall Island, we can put it down, but you can only put it down on those special pedestals, and he's not going to let me skip the text because we'd never actually talked to him before. Hello. So if we immediately return to him this Sickle Moon flag, he will give us a fountain idol, and charge us 65 rupees for that. So Zunari is going to be getting all of this stuff, and eventually we'll get something much nicer than a fountain idol. But for now, he's not going to give us anything better than a fountain idol, so we'll just leave him be and continue on our merry way. Now, the next thing, the thing we actually came here to do, is on the opposite end of the island. It's actually, well, what would be the fuse of the bomb at the other end here. Now, what you can't see is that there are a couple of thorns that would come out of the floor there that would block our path if we were to just walk straight across it. So what we have to do is float over there using our Deku Leaf. There may be another way up there, but this is the easiest one for me. So we'll set the wind in the direction that we want to go, or roughly in the direction we want to go. We'll fly over the thorns that are going to appear underneath us. Or not, doesn't matter. Maybe there isn't a hole here. Maybe I'm lying. Am I a liar? I think I'm a liar. Thorns? Hello, thorns. Okay, I was wrong. Let's just make our way back to the top of the island and remove the stone that's blocking a hole at the top. I don't know why I thought there was a hole at the end of that thing. Oh, by the way, we can lift these now. Isn't that cool? It shouldn't surprise you since we've lifted much heavier objects like Medley and Makar, but yeah, we can do that now too. So if you wanted an extra 16 or 17 rupees, you could head over to the fuse on there. But right now, we're just going to head down this hole here. And inside here is a pretty interesting puzzle. This is very reminiscent of Dragon Roost Island, because there are these guys. These guys that we have to make curl up into a ball and use to depress the switches. But it gets a little more complicated than that in this room, because in here it's not enough to just drop them on the switch. Now let's wait for one of them to show up, wherever he may be. Dizzy, 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 dizzy. Where are these guys? Hello? Centipede lava monsters, where are you? Hello? Don't pull a Shark Island on me. Where are you? Are you in the fire? Are you in here? You shouldn't be in here. Are you going to make me walk this thin Walk away here and not fall in the lava. Really, game? It looks like the game is going to make me do that. Alright. You can do it, Link. It's okay. It won't hurt that much. It'll just lead to death. A slow and painful death where your body incinerates, burning off all of your skin in the most gruesome fashion imaginable. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. I would be scared too. But that's no reason to be as slow as you're being now. You're just upsetting people. And for some reason there were 2 rings of fire there. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they wanted to do something different with the second one. Now we have to make our way back. We may be able to get through here by just falling in the lava, but I think Link would prefer if we don't. So I'm going to take it easy, because that lava is very bright and scary. Okay, now that we're through here, we can go up this, and go up that, and go up here, and now we have these lava scorpion dudes. What are we supposed to do with them, you ask? Not that. Oh, action command, how you never work in the ways I want you to. Silliness! Okay. Now we can not lock on you. We can just take you, throw you in the hole. And then, assuming that he stays in the hole, we can throw this one in this hole. And not miss. Maybe we didn't miss. Huh. So that guy apparently did not go in the hole. And he's going to go straight back into the lava. Terrific. And that guy's going to pop out of the hole, but I think the fire's gone down, so we don't need to do that again. And he's going to go into the lava again, because that's the nice thing to do. So pick him up just before he goes into the lava, and the other guys respawn. That's terrific. So let's have him go in the hole, and he will deactivate the lava on top of this thing. And at this point, you really don't want to fall off, so take it nice and slow. Although, you might not be able to, because the other guy is probably going to get off, not be nice, and I don't know if the switch is permanent or not. I assume it is. But regardless, we get a piece of heart for our troubles. Hooray! And now we have our 16th heart container. Now I'm going to burn my ass off so we can get right back to the beginning. And I don't have to walk through all of those thin platforms again. So as the door locks behind us through the room that we will never want to go into again because it scares us, let's get out of this island and move on to the next one. However, before we do leave, there's a little matter of a treasure chart treasure on the very tip of the island here. It's like the light that'll light the fuse of the bomb island to make it explode. It's another treasure chest. And inside this one is none other than our next piece of heart. This is going to start us on our 17th. Okay, now we're moving on to the next island. Just to the south of the Tower of the Gods is an island that we visited on our first trip to Great Fish Isle. And that is Private Oasis, but since we talked to Miss Marie, it is now UniGiant's Oasis. So hey, it belongs to us, and before we head in there, let's pick up a treasure chart treasure, shall we? Because it's immediately on the east side of the island. And it's just sitting there waiting for us to find it. So I say we dig it out of the ocean and make it our own. And we're now 200 rupees richer. Time to jump for joy. But now that we own the Oasis here, we can actually get in. Remember that really mean door that wouldn't let us in before because we were not the master? Well, now we get to show him that we have the cabana deed. The cabana deed, which goes for the cabana that's sitting at the top of the island. Well, not necessarily the top, but this is a really neat little place here. And boy, oh boy, if I was Link, I'd probably spend the rest of my life on this island because, I mean, chicks dig a dude with his own island. So, try to come up to this door again. He'll yell at us again. But, if we show him that we have the cabana deed, he'll be nice and let us in. Please be gentle on this fine door. Of course. And we'll find there's plenty to do in here. And since this is our own place, we can pretty much destroy whatever we want, which is nice because inside these pots is lots of money. I didn't think those pots would contain so much money, but they actually do. Which is really nice because they have a lot of money in them, including a couple of purple rupees. Even the ones up here have lots of money in them. Most of it will fall down, some of it won't, but thankfully only the green rupees are getting stuck up there. Hang on, Link, I know your eyes are darting up there for a reason. We'll get to it not too far into the future. Can you get the yellow rupee with the grappling hook? No, you can't. It's okay. Anyway, we'll see that Link's eyes are leading us above us, which means there's something cool we can do in here. Use the grappling hook to bring this down, and we open up the fireplace. And in here is a complete sewer system. There's a sewer system in here. I don't quite get it either, but this place can get confusing. It is pretty linear, actually. It can tend to get lost, and there are multiple paths you can take once you get down into your first hole, which is right over here if Link will decide to go down. But if we make our way in here, we can scuttle, crawl our way through there. And which path do we want to take? I always get lost in here. It's very easy to get lost, especially when the texture of the crawl space changes. Ooh, rupees? Ooh, plenty of rupees. Even more rupees. That's nice. So let's get going again. You'll notice as you're Triforce Shard hunting that there are going to be a lot of rupees for you to pick up, and that is no coincidence because you do need plenty of rupees. And it's very nice that they give you lots of rupees when you get to this point in the game, because you do need a lot of rupees. And is this the place I started from? Yes, it is. I told you I got turned around a lot in this place, but at least I know where I'm going now. But as a bit of a spoiler, you can't read any of the Triforce charts when you first pick them up. You need to get them deciphered. And it costs a lot of money to get those maps deciphered because they're probably very difficult to read. And, you know, there's only one person on the planet that knows how to decipher these maps because they're so cryptic. So we gotta spend lots of money, and I don't think as we are now we have enough money to get them all deciphered. But hopefully on our way here, to get all of the Triforce charts, we will get enough money to do that. So one of these leads straight back to the beginning. The other one here will lead you on into the next area. So let's see what's in here. I believe this one also loops around to the one on the right that we could have taken. I guess it doesn't. I have been proven wrong once again. This shouldn't be news to anyone. Is this more money? I've never found this treasure chest before. Hey, 100 rupees, that ain't bad. Just when I say we need more money, we get more money. That's convenient. I want more money! Damn it. Well, it was worth a shot. So let's keep going, take the left path, which was the straight path when we first came in here, and continue our way forward, or backward, or sideways, or upwards, or downwards. I guess we're going forwards here. Not much to say if you're just crawling through a sewer. I mean, it's not exactly something that you'd write home about. Hello, Link. So climb up here. And just like before, we have a way out on this side. And another hole we can drop down, but this one doesn't have any ladders, so once we go down, we can't come back up, and that's scary. So be prepared when you come down here. Be prepared to scream. Now, I'm not going to scream, but know in my heart that I want to. Yes, I would have very much liked to scream, but now that I'm home, I'd upset a lot of people if I just randomly screamed and probably scare people and get on their nerves, and I don't like doing that. So you can just pretend that I screamed, or I'll edit in a scream, I don't know what I'll do. You can use your imagination, I suppose. But after we deal with those re-dads, we break a pot, we find that there's a hole to crawl through, and at the end is a golden ladder. And when we reach the top of this golden ladder, we will find another Wind Crest. So take out the Wind Waker and play the Wind's Requiem one more time. And when we do that, a treasure chest will appear on the Triforce. And as I previously alluded to, inside this treasure chest is our third Triforce chart. Can't read it yourself, so you'll have to get it deciphered somewhere. And now to make our way out of the sewer maze. Which is a lot easier than you may think, because all we have to do is to press those switches. And from here, it's a pretty linear path, even though I just got turned around myself, because I'm stupid. But you guys shouldn't get turned around, because you are much smarter than I am. So we make our way out of the sewer dungeon, but before we get out of the cabana here, there is a little mini-game I'd like to show off. Which is on this side here. See this picture of the snot kid from our home island of Outset? You'll find on this side is a puzzle. I love these puzzles. So I'm going to speed one up for you. And there we go. That's puzzle number 1, and as you can see, there are 15 more. You can do this as often as you like, and the door will give you more rupees each time you do it, and by God, there are a lot of rupees. You can seriously grind for a lot in this mini-game here. So take your time collecting them, and without any further ado, let's move on to the next island.